Okay, so actually I started my batch with one module which is NRC. Okay, so this is called CCNP NRC. Okay, and after that we completed EIGRP. And once I completed that EIGRP module, so I started OSPF BGP MPLS thing. Just 1 minute more. Okay, so how things works, like if you want the complete CCNP and RC, you can enroll. And after that, I started one module OSPF, BGP, MPLS. Okay, so we have covered OSPF. Okay, and now we are starting a BGP MPLS module. So why we are dividing? Because many students, they just want to learn this. And some students only want to learn this. And some guys want to complete the complete CCNP and RC. Okay, so those students who are joining with me for this, or if they have joined an RC, so do not worry, you can cover EIGRP of OSPF in my next batch also. Okay, so it's like a round robin. So today this is official, you can say that we are starting BGP MPLS. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Everyone says yes in the chat. Okay, so let's discuss what we are going to learn in BGP. My voice and my screen is clear. Okay, good. So yeah, so this is a module where we are going to learn BGP MPLS. And because these two technologies are most important if you join any service provider network, even if you work for any big product based company, the still BGP MPLS is must to have in your curriculum, in your in your resume. Okay, obviously that is the most important skills any network engineer should have. So we will start with the BGP overview. This is what we are going to today. Okay, so then after that we will learn the BGP configuration. Then we will see how we inject the BGP routes. Then we will learn the BGP authentication, eBGP multi-hop. Okay, so mostly like if you go for any interviews, they will ask you these multi-hop interview questions. Or then we will start the iBGP. So BGP has two versions. One is called eBGP and one is called iBGP. So we will see the configuration of iBGP. We will see the configuration of iBGP with loopback. And again, this is an interview question. People ask what is next hop self, what is multi-hop. These all things are going to cover. Additionally, I'm going to cover route reflectors because route reflector is most important topic in BGP. And then we will see the peer groups. And then we will talk about the filter. Okay, so how to filter BGP with ACL with prefix list, and there is another filter which is called AS path filter. Okay, and we will do the route summarization in BGP also, like what is suppressed maps, what is unsuppressed maps. Okay, so these things. And BGP attributes, because as you all know, BGP has wide metric, so we need to understand all the BGP attributes. Then we will start with the weight, local preference, MED, AS path prepending, MED, because companies ask you the real-time scenarios. Okay, I'll give you overview how we cover labs. Okay, so I'll give you short, like, yeah, we will discuss next hop self. Okay, so I'm showing you my old labs, which I have trained in BGP in CCNP part. So you can see we have taken two service provider, Airtel and Vodafone. So what people generally ask in interviews, like suppose this is your company network. Okay, so ये आपकी company का network है. This is your company network, and this is your gateway 1. This is your company gateway 1 router, gateway 2. And what they ask, okay, so you want to send all your traffic to Airtel, but you want to receive all your traffic from Vodafone. Means you want to forward all your traffic, outgoing traffic from this path, and you want all your incoming traffic from this path. Okay, and so this is like I have seen this question maybe 100 times when I have given interviews, because this is they just want to check your knowledge obviously about the attributes. Okay, so this is the most like common question asked in BGP, that how you are going to influence outgoing and incoming traffic. Okay, so outgoing traffic you can influence with weight attribute, with your local preference. Okay, there are many things to mold the outgoing traffic. And how we are going to use the incoming traffic, there is a MED, there is a AS path prepending. Okay, so these are the two attributes which are mostly used for incoming traffic. Like you want to, like you are telling all the internet devices that I want to use this path for my incoming traffic. तो क्वेश्चन ऐसे पूछा जाता है कि ये रास्ता आउटगोइंग के लिए चाहिए, ये रास्ता मुझे इनकमिंग के लिए चाहिए, तो कैसे आप रिजॉल्व करोगे, कैसे सॉल्व करोगे प्रॉब्लम? देन यू हैव टू यूज द बीजीपी एट्रीब्यूट्स लाइक वेट, लोकल प्रेफरेंस. So you can use for outgoing traffic, and for incoming traffic we use MED, AS path prevent. So I'm just giving you one hint as of now. If anybody asks you just a normal question, what are the attributes used for outgoing traffic, you have to say wait, local preference. And what are the attributes for incoming traffic? These are MED, AS path. But we will see everything in detail by doing the configuration. Okay, so you can see the whole set of commands with a proper NAT, because you must have seen BGP labs, but have you seen that somebody, like people are doing NAT with BGP labs? Did means have you seen somewhere? I'm just asking. If yes, it's good, but if not, we are going to cover it. Okay, so BGP NAT, because we are going to pretend like we are going to actually configure the proper real lab. It is not just BGP lab. We will do the NAT, we will do the proper testing, and we are going to advertise our public networks. Okay, so this is what we are going to do in BGP, and there are many other labs. Like you will be getting all the notes, obviously. So BGP lab with me. This is another lab with the same set. Like you can say gateway 1, gateway 2, but different design, Vodafone and Airtel, and this is internet backbone. So you need to advertise your public IP. And so next hop self where we use, multi-hop commands where we use. Okay, so you'll be learning these BGP attributes as well. Okay, and then we are going to obviously see all the attributes, and then would be a class which is called BGP attributes or BGP route path selection. Okay, so let's come to the MPLS part. So what we are covering in MPLS, that is MPLS introduction, labels, label distribution protocol, VRF, MPLS layer 3 VPN, and what is RD value, what is RT values, and MPLS with OSPF configuration. We can use EIGRP also, but we will use OSPF here. Okay, so this is all the content. And if you want this PDF, so I'll share after end of the class, or I'll be sharing on your email ID. PBR is very small topic, Rakesh. We will teach you. Okay, it's just a small topic. PBR, policy based routing. OSPF only on PEP? No, 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 no. We will configure, like I'll show you the MPLS lab also, because what we are going to do in the MPLS lab, let me see if I have. Yeah, I think this is the lab. Yeah, so this is MPLS basic lab. Okay, I have advanced labs also. So you can see Adobe. This is one company, Adobe 1, Adobe 2. This is another vendor, Nestle, Nestle 2. So I have taken two customer. Okay, so you can see Adobe. दिख रहा है सभी को? Adobe. हाँ. So Adobe one site, Adobe two site, Nestle one site, Nestle two site. So, and this is all service provider. So you can make big network also. You can put 10 devices here. You can put 20 devices, and even 2-3 devices are fine. So this network is your ISP network. We are going to run MPLS in this cloud. तो हमें यहाँ पर MPLS चलाना है. Okay, so these are locations. Like you can run OSPF between Adobe. Okay, and you will run EIGRP between Nestle. You can do this. So what basically MPLS do? So this is ISP network. Okay, so we are going to create MPLS tunnels. Basically, this is called L3 VPN. We are going to create a tunnel so that my Delhi location Adobe routes will be forwarded to Mumbai location Adobe 2. Okay, suppose this is a different city, this is different city, and already ISP is having connectivity in all the cities. So we are pretending this is Delhi, this is Mumbai, okay, and we can make a tunnel between Delhi and Mumbai. So we are using 3 routers. You can take 20 routers also. Okay, if you have 20, 30, 40, whatever big network you want to make, you can make. So we will make the tunnel from any location to any, like from Delhi to Mumbai, Delhi to Pune. This is called L3 VPN. Okay, so this is the thing you will understand in MPLS lab, because my main focus is to deliver the easiest way of delivery so that you can easily understand MPLS, BGP and all these things. Okay, so let's start with the very basic overview of BGP. Are you guys ready? Say yes in the chat so that I'll get an idea. You guys are ready? Okay, good. Okay, so whenever any new topics start, I'll get boost up and I want everyone to. Okay, so introduction to BGP. Okay, so first of all, BGP, we call this BGP protocol version 4, and it's an inter-domain routing. So we need to understand why we use BGP. Okay, so let's make a cloud, small offices. Okay, so you can see this is one company. This company is maybe like, let's understand its networkings. Okay, so this is Airtel. This is a service provider. You can take any AT&T, Sprint, whatever you want. So if networkings has multiple branches, like this branch is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore. So this is our India office. Okay, so this is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Bangalore. So 4 locations. So which protocol you will use inside the company? So you run interior gateway protocols, like they have the category RIP, EIGRP, OSPF, BGP. Okay, so now Airtel. Okay, so Airtel has many routers, right? Maybe thousands or maybe more than that. So I worked for Vodafone UK for some time, and they have in UK 4,300 routers. I'm just giving you one idea. Like, I have worked with Vodafone in 2011 for one project, and they had around 4,300 routers in UK only. Okay, now you can say, like, according to the circumference, what we call this area, the UK is not that big, but still they had Vodafone as around 4,300 routers. So I'm now talking about Airtel. Airtel is a very big ISP, so maybe they have 10,000 plus also. So I never worked for Airtel, but I'm giving you just an idea. Shubham, what is this? This is training only. Okay, so now you can see. So tell me, like, if I am running interior gateway protocol in networkings, this is a company. So what we are going to run inside the Airtel? This is a service provider network, right? They have many routers. Okay, so what protocol I'm going to use inside Airtel? So is this IGP or it's EGP? So IGP stand for interior gateway protocol. Okay, and there is another category which we call EGP. EGP stand for exterior gateway protocol. Exterior gateway protocol. Okay, and there is only one protocol which is under EGP, that is BGP. Okay, there was a protocol EGP, but this protocol is no longer used. We all use BGP. Okay, so tell me, Airtel is going to run BGP on all the routers, or like we will have some OSPF or some other? Yeah. So I'm just giving you an idea. Like, so these routers, so you can see these routers in ISP network, these are called PE routers. Okay, these routers are called provider edge routers. And these routers which are between, they are not connected with any customer, because PE routers are the routers which will connect it to the customers. Okay, like this. Like if you have multiple customers, so these routers will be going to connect with the customers. You have many customers, like Airtel has many customer. So Airtel is going to have connectivity with all the customers with these router, which is known as provider edge routers. Which routers? Provider edge. Okay. So, and in terms of MPLS, we call this router because this is my customer router, which is getting connection. So this is what we call CE router, customer edge router. Okay. And these routers which are not connected to any customer, these are called provider routers. Which routers? P routers. So P means provider. So the routers which will not connect to customer, PE router, which is called provider edge. These routers will connect to the customer, and CE router means the routers which are on customer end. Okay, clear? So I'm going to run for all the connectivity between all the routers. I'm going to have interior gateway protocol. So yes, guys, we will run OSPF or ISIS between this. So people use OSPF, IS both. Okay, many service provider uses OSPF, some uses ISIS. Okay, so if you know OSPF, you can easily understand ISIS. Just the configuration part is different, but both are link state. Okay, if you know OSPF, just have a look on ISIS. You will easily understand ISIS. Okay. So now if we talk about, like, if I'm running OSPF or ISIS, what is ISIS basically? ISIS means intermediate system to intermediate system. ओके काफी लोगों को ये प्रोटोकॉल के बारे में नहीं पता. दिस इज इंटरमीडिएट सिस्टम टू इंटरमीडिएट सिस्टम. सो राउटर का पहले नाम क्या होता था? ISIS. राउटर इज यूज्ड टू कॉल ISIS. सो राउटर नेम वाज ISIS फर्स्ट. राउटर का नाम पहले ISIS था. ओके, इंटरमीडिएट सिस्टम. राउटर को पहले क्या बोलते थे? इंटरमीडिएट सिस्टम बोलते थे, IS. सो दिस इज व्हाई दिस प्रोटोकॉल बिल्ट. राउटर टू राउटर प्रोटोकॉल मींस IS टू IS, यानी राउटर टू राउटर प्रोटोकॉल. Okay, so this is why it is named as ISIS protocol. Okay, so now if I'm running OSPF and all, so where we have to run BGP then? Okay, I told you when we will learn MPLS, तो जब हम MPLS पढ़ेंगे, right? So you can see that if this is my Delhi office, this is my Delhi office, and if this router is my Mumbai office, okay, so you can see this is my Delhi office, this is Mumbai. So what we are going to do with the MPLS, Delhi and Mumbai will create a tunnel. Can you see this line? What I'm making here? Can you see? दिख रहा है ना सभी को? Yeah. Okay, so we are going to create L3 VPNs here. Okay, so this is called L3 VPN. This is a technology where you can create tunnels. Okay, so for ISP, only ISP uses MPLS. We will not run MPLS here, guys. We will not run MPLS here. So MPLS is normally used when we actually use a service provider. And if you have a very, very big network, you are working, like if you have a very big core, you can also run MPLS. Like a very big companies, they run like MPLS also, like Apple. Okay, they have very big network. They have their own fiber cables. Okay, I have managed the Apple network for backbone and enterprise, I know. So Apple used to have a very big network, even they have still now. Okay, so they used to run MPLS between their core networks also. So it's not only because they want to connect their different sites, and they have their own MPLS connectivity or cloud kind of. Yeah, MPLS is a sort of overlay. Yeah, correct. Okay, in short, if you do not understand anything, do not worry. You guys can again watch this video, and after even learning BGP MPLS, so you will understand. Okay, so we will try to do this connectivity. The same type of design I'm making here, we will try to make these type of designs also, so that you will connect to your company network. You will have the proper understanding of service provider network, whatever we can. Okay, so let's start now. Okay, so now you understand why we use BGP. Okay, and it is known as path vector algorithm. It works for the best path selection. Okay, BGP has many ways Okay, first of all, BGP is the only protocol which can influence incoming and outgoing traffic in the world. और कोई भी protocol incoming and outgoing traffic, BGP is the only protocol which can manipulate incoming traffic, but all other protocols can only be used for outgoing traffic. Like if you run OSPF, okay, so you can give the cost 10 here and 20 here. So which path OSPF will take? 10 cost path, right? So you can only influence the outgoing traffic. But if you want this router, okay, if you want this router should come via this without configuring it. अगर आप चाहते हो कि OSPF में मेरा incoming traffic इस side से है, if you want that all your incoming traffic will come from this side, but you do not have to touch this router, will you able to do that in OSPF? But BGP can do that without touching this complete internet connectivity. We will put BGP configuration here, and automatically all your internet devices, all your internet Google, Facebook, whatever you want, they will understand and they will follow this path. This is only achievable in BGP. This is the interview question. Why we use BGP? For incoming and outgoing traffic, and only BGP can influence the incoming traffic. Clear, everyone? Yes. So the attributes for incoming was MED and one was AS path prepend. तो हम ये use करेंगे. We will do the configuration of both. And for outgoing traffic, there are multiple ways like wait. You can use local preference. So what are these? So these are attributes. ये क्या हैं? These are attributes. ये कुछ पैरामीटर हैं जो BGP use करके, like these are the attributes which you use so that you can change your incoming and outgoing traffic behavior. Another thing, why we use BGP? We use BGP so that we can advertise public IPs. Okay, what is public IP now? So public IP, it doesn't mean only one single IP. You have to have minimum like 200.1.1.0/24. So guys, this is one single IP or it's a subnet? Yes, it's a subnet and it has so I'm giving you the overview of everything. So why we use BGP? Okay, so this is internet. Okay, so imagine this is obviously internet, right? So this is internet and this is your company. Okay, and this is ISP, which is connecting you with the internet. Okay, ISP is already connected with internet, yes or no? And there are many ISPs which are connected to internet, right? Like many ISPs are obviously collaborating with each other. This is why the whole network of a network is internet. Means internet is nothing. ISPs have very big networks and they are connected with each other. This is called internet. Internet is nothing. Network of networks is called internet. This is CCNA. Network of networks is internet, right? So now this is your company. Suppose you work for HCL. Okay. So now tell me, HCL has many public IPs, yes or no? Or you can take one more example of Apple. Okay, Apple has many public websites like iTunes, like you can play music, you can watch TV. Like this is Amazon Music, you can see here. So even you can take example of Amazon. Okay, so these all are big customer, right? So they have their own public IPs. They have their own public IPs. सारी बड़ी companies के public IPs होते हैं. Like Amazon have maybe 200.1.1.0, okay, /24, but Amazon is a very big vendor, so you can say that maybe they have a very big block like 20, yeah, 20.0.0.0/8. Okay, it's a very big network. HCL has a 200.1.1.1.0/24, and Apple has, this is correct one, 17.0.0.0/8. This is actual Apple network, 17 network. So all IPs belong to 17, they are Apple. Yeah, good, Viren. Okay, so now they all, like, you are sitting here. This is Airtel, and you guys are sitting here. So this is home users, because home users are also getting internet, right? So they can access Amazon. So this is you. Okay, you can access Amazon.com. You can access HCL websites, Apple.com. So how you access? Because we have on internet, we have big routers, big devices. All ISP have big tables, which is called BGP tables. सभी राउटर को सारे नेटवर्क के बारे में पता है. ऑल द डिवाइसेस नो ईच अदर. दिस इज कॉल्ड इंटरनेट टेबल. एंड व्हाट इज इंटरनेट टेबल? इंटरनेट टेबल इज बीजीपी टेबल. बीजीपी ही इंटरनेट टेबल बना रहा है. बीजीपी इज द प्रोटोकॉल विच इज मेकिंग द इंटरनेट टेबल. Okay, now what you want? Why you are running BGP? Now you understand. You are running, Amazon is running BGP so that you will get a connection and you will forward your route to the internet. And when this route is all over the internet, so anyone can access Amazon.com. So the same way HCL has a public IP, so they are going to put BGP. Okay, you will configure BGP, and we are going to advertise this public IP, advertise public IP. It means you will give the network command, and all the devices, all the company networks will be going to shared with internet. तो सभी network internet पर चले जाएंगे, because all they go into the BGP table, which is called internet table. If everyone knows where is Amazon, where is HCL, where is Apple, obviously they are connected. So without BGP, you guys can't even take this class, because you have your own service provider. I have my own different service provider. So all we are connected with each other because of this BGP. Got it, guys? Yes, please confirm in the chat. Yes. So why we running MPLS? So we are not running MPLS. Service provider is running MPLS. तो MPLS कहाँ चल रहा है? MPLS सर्विस प्रोवाइडर के नेटवर्क में चल रहा है. MPLS is inside the ISP core. Okay, so that you can make tunnels. Okay, and there are many other benefits of MPLS. So don't get confused between BGP MPLS now. So first you have to learn BGP, then only you will able to understand MPLS. You can't directly learn MPLS. Okay. Some people are asking Zoom ID. Just hold on. Let me share, because this is open invitation today. Okay. Okay, got it, guys. So now we need to understand if BGP is running. So BGP, all companies, if they run BGP, now you understand why we use BGP. Please mention in chat if anybody asks you why we use BGP. What should be your answer? At least इतना तो बताओ, why we use BGP? Yes, I want 2 points. One is for incoming and outgoing traffic influence. आप इनकमिंग और आउटगोइंग ट्रैफिक कर सकते हो. ठीक है, यू कैन मोल्ड इनकमिंग एंड आउटगोइंग ट्रैफिक. एंड अनदर पॉइंट वाज एडवर्टाइज पब्लिक आईपी. Okay, these are the answer according to any enterprise. Why ISP uses BGP, that is a different question. This is normally why we use BGP, means as an enterprise, like as any product based company, why you are using BGP. You can also take a default route, right? आप नॉर्मल एक राउटर लेके डिफॉल्ट रूट से इंटरनेट ले लो. Why you are running BGP? Because of these two reasons, we can change incoming and outgoing traffic, and we can use for advertise public IP. Okay, so these are two companies or three companies. So you can say all will have a different number. This is called AS number, like AS 100, 200, 300. Okay, BGP is also known as AS by AS protocol, means they connect with each other with the AS connectivity. Like all devices, they can connect with each other. You can have multiple devices also. So I'm just showing you that. So when we connect between different AS, so this is called EBGP. जब आप different AS में connection करते हो उसे EBGP बोलते हैं. When you connect in different AS, this is known as EBGP, External Border Gateway Protocol. And when you are running between BGP between your all your locations, this is what we call IBGP. Okay, so you must be, so again one interview question. So when we can run OSPF, जब हम OSPF चला सकते हैं, when we can run OSPF, then why we are using IBGP in, when we can use OSPF, when we can use ISIS, why we are running IBGP between our locations? Because you can't run IBGP between different service provider, right? You can't run IBGP because IBGP should have the same AS number. IBGP means internal BGP. When two routers have same AS number, like 100, then only you can run IBGP. It means if all companies have their own unique AS number. What is this AS number? This is called autonomous system. Guys, just give me 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to turn on my another device. Okay, because I'm in flow. At least I'll take 1 more hour. Okay, because my laptop battery is going to empty and I can't close the class because even we have not started today. Okay, so give me 5 minutes. I'll change my laptop. Okay, so we were discussing like different ISP. They have different AS, right? Like if any company has AS 100, the another company have AS 200, and maybe another company has AS 300. So every company have to take this AS number. Okay, and from where we should get this number? So first of all, you need to understand what is INA. Okay, so INA is Internet Assigned Number Authority. Internet Assigned Numbered Authority. Okay, so this is the organization, obviously. Okay, and under this INA, like they have RIR. INA is a big organization. INA has RIR. RIR means this is known as Regional Internet Registries. Regional Internet Registries. Okay, so under Regional Internet Registry, like for all the continents, they have different RIR. So like for Asia, they have APNIC, Asia Pacific Network Information Center. Then we have LATNIC. This is for Latin America Network Information Center. Then this is for Russia. Okay, RIPE, RESUX Internet Protocol Exchange. Then we have AFRNIC. Okay, so this is for Africa Network Information Center. And another one I forgot. ARIN, America Regional Internet Registry, or America Regional Internet Number something. So these are 5 RIR. Okay, like if you want to get the AS number or any public IP, you will contact which AS number, and for any public IPs, you will contact directly APNIC. Okay, so you must be thinking, sir, if I need public IP, why should I not get the public IP from ISP, right? Because ISP give you 5 IPs, 10 IP, 20 IPs, maybe 5, 10, or maybe 20. Okay, but if you need a block, if you need 24, if you need /16, if you need /8, or maybe a big IPv6 range, you will contact the RIR. You will contact the Regional Internet Registry. Okay, so let me check if we can go to any APNIC website. We can try, but not as of now in the content, because already So we will go and we will type RIR. Okay, so no. So you can see Internet Assigned Number Authority, and you can see this image also for your better understanding. Regional Internet Registry. Okay, so this is the image. Okay, just to check, you belong to which RIR? Put down in the comments. Okay, mostly are APNIC. ऑस्ट्रेलिया वाले भी APNIC में है ज्यादा. Australia and all these ones APNIC. Okay, good. Okay, so then we get the, like, if you get, let's go for APNIC. Okay, Asia Pacific Network Information Center. This, they have office in Australia, because Australia is part of APNIC also. So you can see, like, what exactly you need. You need IPs, you need AS number. So what exactly you need? So you will say, I need IPs. Okay. So I'm showing you the very basic why we doing this. Okay. Everyone can start directly showing you BGP configuration, but I am giving you the base so that you will be more clear. Okay, so you can see become a member and what are the cost. So you can see the fees and all, like, start your application now. Thanks, Abhijit. So you have to log in obviously, and then you can go for the further process. But if you check the fee, so like if you want /24, it is going to cost annual membership of Australian $1180, around 60 to 70,000 for yearly for 256 IPs. Just an average. You can just convert this into INR and you will get the details. Okay, and this is another sign up fee for also. This is one time registration fee. कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं सस्ता है, ठीक है ले लो, फिर घर पे राउटर रख के बीजीपी में डाल लो. Yeah, so this is the minimum we need to buy. We can't buy /25. The minimum number you have to buy is 256. And this, so this is the cost of IPv4. And like in the same price, you will be getting IPv6/48. And what you will be getting, one AS number also. Can you see that? One AS. ASN means autonomous system number. So we were discussing about AS number, like ASN, like this is a number, autonomous system, that all the BGP devices, like, if you have any, you are on internet, you need to buy a AS number. So you can see this is reserved. So 1 to 23 1455, this is called public AS number, like anyone can use, but you need to pay. Like if you get the /24 from APNIC, तो आप APNIC से जब IP लोगे तो आपको एक AS नंबर भी मिल जाएगा. Okay, so you can see help guide for ASN request. So click on ASN request and you see that you need to put your name, email ID, account number, and then you can request for the AS number. Okay, so these are the details. No, AS number is for companies, bro. Like, अगर आपको बीजीपी चलाना है, if you want to run BGP, like many companies are not ISP. Many companies like Apple, Wipro, okay, HCL, Samsung, so all these companies are not ISP. They are product based companies and service based companies, right? They have their own network and they need AS number. Why they need AS number? Because they want to, they have their own public IP. Like I have shared, like Apple has 17 network. तो अब एप्पल को इसे इंटरनेट पे भेजना है. एप्पल वांट्स टू सेंड दिस टू इंटरनेट टेबल. व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल टेक द BGP connectivity link, BGP, or you can say internet link, but with BGP. Because when you take internet, you get two options. You can take a default route, या तो आप एक डिफॉल्ट रूट लेके काम चलाओ, एंड द सेकंड ऑप्शन यू हैव BGP. बट व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ BGP? If you use BGP, you can share this route with the complete internet. Got it? समझ आया? So you are using this 17, you are using BGP so that you can forward this to all internet routers. Okay, but if you use a default route, you can't forward this route. अगर आप बीजीपी नहीं चलाओगे तो ये जो नेटवर्क आप खरीद के बैठे हो ये बस प्राइवेट में चलेगा. यू कांट फॉरवर्ड दिस रूट टू द होल इंटरनेट. आपको इसे भेजना है तो क्या यूज होगा? बीजीपी. Okay, and to run BGP in your office, in your company, what you need, because when you will be going to configure BGP, the BGP command was like a router BGP and the AS number, and the AS number you have to give whatever you will get from ISP, sorry, from APNIC, from RIR, when we advertise complete network with internet. Yeah, when Harsh, when we want, like suppose these are your servers, right? And you want internet users should access this server, what you will do? You will first, because these servers got 17.111, 17.112, like this. Okay, how this internet user will access the 17 IP? Array, NAT is different thing, man. We are not talking about internet. ऑफिस में इंटरनेट चलाने के लिए, if you have internet user, okay, if you have multiple internet user, they can access internet with NAT, right? But I am saying when somebody wants to come in your office, when they want to use your own applications, समझ रहे हो? जब आप अपने हिसाब से घर के नेटवर्क की बात मत करो. जस्ट फोकस, लाइक इफ यू आर वर्किंग फॉर अ बिग कंपनी, दे आर यूजिंग पब्लिक सर्वर्स, right? You can access apple.com, right? You can access their iTunes, whatever websites they have. If you try to ping apple.com, suppose, okay, they are giving a reply that yes, we are connected with the 17 IP. Can you see that? So if you check this, okay, I'll show you the real things, don't worry. Okay, let's go and check the BGP Looking Glass. Now what is this BGP Looking Glass? ये BGP Looking Glass क्या है? Okay, so we need to understand what is BGP Looking Glass. BGP Looking Glass means you can check BGP table from anywhere in the world. BGP Looking Glass means you can check your network information in all the internet backbone. आपने advertise कर दिया, like you have advertised this 17 network into BGP table. Then how you will check that all the locations got the BGP table or not? Okay, so then you have to use the RIR. Oh, sorry, BGP Looking Glass. So every vendor, like entity, is a service provider. Okay, so you can check for Airtel. Let's become Airtel BGP Looking Glass. Like you can check Airtel website. You guys have never seen this stuff earlier. Even if you have seen with me mostly. But I'm showing you something different thing. Vodafone BGP Looking Glass. Okay, so this is portal. Guys, can you turn off your camera, please? Okay, thank you. So portal.vodafone.com. Okay, so all these are vendors, obviously. So what you want to see, you want to Vodafone site and router. You can use any Vodafone router. Like they have given that you can check the route from any Vodafone router, right? So you can check with Dallas, or maybe you can choose some another location, Frankfurt, Germany. So you can check from any location. Okay, let's check from New York. So what is Equinix? It's a very big company which manages data center. Equinix, you can try jobs in Equinix. Okay, so this is IP address or CIDR. So what we are checking? We are checking the IP route for this Apple. So what is this IP? This IP belongs to apple.com. Can you see that? And I'm checking this Apple network under Vodafone. मैं वोडाफोन के अंदर एप्पल का नेटवर्क चेक कर रहा हूं कि है या नहीं है. ओके, सो so IPv4 or IPv4, what exactly? IP address or CIDR? So what is this? Maybe let's check the subnet. This is not well. Okay, CIDR. I need to use /24. Sorry. Okay, every vendor has their own. Can we check IP route detail? Again, it is giving me error. Do we need to? Because IP address. This is IP only. Okay, actually, I have some space here. Sorry, guys. Like I have some space between before 17. So that was the problem. And you can see, guys, can you see that we are seeing the BGP, right? And how many routes they have in their Vodafone has around 1 2 3 4 5 6. So almost 13 million or maybe more routes in their Vodafone router. Can you imagine 13 million plus routes in your router? Just understand, if you put any small router, what will happen to that router? Yeah, so this we can't see, we can't run a command. Even we can check the route details, but you can see this network Apple has advertised with /21, and you are getting this network from 14 locations. हमें 14 लोकेशन से ये रूट मिल रहा है. वी आर गेटिंग दिस रूट फ्रॉम ऑलमोस्ट 14 locations. Okay, and if you see that from where we are getting this, okay, so there are some, this is obviously, yeah, we can check that also. Okay, so you can see this is another one. So you can check all the details. Don't get overwhelmed. This is very simple things. Just so this router is Juniper router, I'm sure. This is not Cisco router because it is showing you inet 0. Okay, let's check entity. So entity is another service provider, and we need to agree the terms and conditions, which we always agree, even installing the VLC media player. ठीक है ना वीरेन ये भी. Okay, so your current address. So what you want to see the BGP. Okay, and you can specify the IP. You can check your IP also, but I'm specific checking the Apple IPs. You can check. So you can see show BGP IPv4 unicast. So this command is already. So this is a Cisco router. Okay, and because I know this is a Cisco command, so you can see 47 paths available, but best path is /31. मतलब जो 31 नंबर वाला रूट है ना, that is the best path. Okay, and we are getting almost all the routes here. You can see path 1. So this is path 1. This is path 2. This is path 3. So now you can see all are connected with each other. This is why on a single router you are getting 40, 40, 50, 50 paths. Isn't now like network engineers should be proud of themselves that they are actually connecting the world, right? So this is all, and let's go to the Airtel, and you can check India Ahmedabad. You can run what command you want to run, BGP IPv4. So what is the destination address host location? So this is the IP. Okay, 17, and ये देखो और कहीं कैप्चा नहीं था, इंडिया की लोकेशन में कैप्चा था. So KS2Q. We are very good in security. Okay, so you can see again this router is Juniper router, because when you see the type of inet 0 or inet 6 something, so that is, so you can see how many routes they have. Airtel has only two entries. Airtel has only two entries, but one is because maybe Ahmedabad is a small location. If you check their different location, maybe let's check Dubai location. Maybe they have big device there. Sheikh Saab. Okay, so I'll tell you more thing. Like when you take BGP connection, like more all companies take BGP connectivity, right? Like if you have company, okay, and you have a router, but BGP was sending you almost 13 or maybe almost 13 million routes, almost 1.3 cr routes. इतने रूट्स आ रहे थे. So but if you do not have a router which is capable of handling all the routes, like customer gets three option to run BGP. What are those options? जब आप BGP चलाओगे, when you will take a connection from ISP, so ISP will give you three options. Like first option, it will give you the complete BGP table, full BGP table. आप चाहो तो full BGP table ले सकते हो. You can take all the 13 million routes into your router. But what you need? A big advanced router, right? Another one is you can take a partial BGP table. You can choose some routes plus you will take default route. Partial BGP table plus default route means you will take some routes, maybe some different. You have data center here, maybe some AWS location devices you have. So you will take the routes, only those routes, but for all Google, Facebook, and all, you will take the default route. This is not default. This is BGP default. Okay, there is a difference between default route and BGP default route. Okay, third thing, you will only take BGP default route. Okay, so tell me what exactly you will use. You will go for full BGP table, you will go for partial, or you will go for BGP. Okay, yes, if you have a very small device, the router is not capable of handling the all routes, then go for the low RAM or low RAM. I'm just writing, or very small devices. So this is you can take for the medium one. But what is the benefit if you have full BGP table? Okay, I told you that you can mold your incoming and outgoing traffic. Yes or no, guys? I told you initially, right? So tell me, like if you use full BGP table, you need big router, but what are the options? You are getting a lot many advantage. You can do route filtration according to your requirement. Like if you want to go from this router to this cloud, you have AWS maybe. Okay, and maybe you want all your Google, Facebook traffic will come to another router or maybe two different connection. मतलब आपके पास अगर full BGP table है, it means if you have full BGP table, it means you have full control on the routes. You can do whatever you want in BGP. You can mold your traffic accordingly. Okay, but if you have partial BGP table, you can only mold which routes which you are actually asking. But if you have only default route, you can either you can what only like if you have default route, like you have two routers, you have taken connection from Airtel. Okay, you have taken connection from Airtel, and from another you have taken connection from Tata. Okay, so if you have only BGP default route, what maximum you can do? आप सबसे ज्यादा क्या कर पाओगे? आप ये कर सकते हो कि सारी ट्रैफिक मेरी यहां से जाए. All my traffic will go from this side and all my traffic will come with this way. You can only achieve this thing if you have only default route. But if you have partial or full BGP, so you can choose that for Google traffic, for Facebook traffic. Okay, and suppose you have AWS cloud, you have Azure cloud, like whatever traffic you have, you can choose like Google traffic should come this way, Facebook will traffic come this way, AWS will come this way, Azure will go from this way. है ना cool? Now you got the point. So why we run BGP? So if you run full BGP table, you need big routers, and big routers are in like vast range. Like you can go for Juniper. Like mostly I have seen Juniper MX 2020. You can go for Cisco, there are many like Juniper PTX series also, okay, and Cisco ASR series. Okay, so ISR is not able to handle all the routes. ISR is good for partial and default route, but ASR is good for partial and BGP also. And Juniper MX2020 P series. So this is according, like you can check the data sheet. आपकी requirement आपको लेना है, like अगर हमें full BGP table use करना है, so you can just check the Cisco website. So I'm just showing you how to select a router. Yeah, XR also obviously that ASR में भाई iOS है ना. Nexus में routing table देखोगे ना हिमांशु. Okay, you go to products, you go to the routers. Okay, so what is your requirement? Okay, Cisco will ask you what is the requirement, and accordingly companies chooses the routers. I'm showing you from the design and from the buying perspective also. So you can see WAN aggregation. Transform your service provider or enterprise network edge for a digital era. So you can use this series. Okay, these are core service provider routers. Like if you want to, like if you are Airtel, if you are Vodafone, you are AT&T, like a big, and then you can go for the service provider. But it doesn't mean that a company should not buy. Like many companies, if they have a like big network, they can go and buy the ASR 9000 series, or so you can see. And there are many multiple models in ASR series. So let me check if it is showing you. You can see this, it is all showing you how much traffic you can forward. And to get the complete details, like you can go for your data sheet. तो यहाँ कहीं data sheet होगा. Okay, compare or something like that. So in this also, like it will show you how many BGP routes the device can handle. I'm just checking from the, actually I have to check the data sheet. Okay, so how we check Cisco ASR data sheet. Okay, you can search for data sheets, and data sheet के अंदर आपको BGP से related भी काफी stuff मिल जाएगा. If you check, this is updated on 26th April, and if you check the 9000 series device, so this is the data sheet of 9000 series. And if you check, search for BGP or maybe routing entries, something like that. It is not showing me the limit. यहाँ कहीं ना कहीं दिखेगा आपको. Okay, so they are very high-end devices, so obviously they will support the full BGP table. But yes, while buying, you can ask and confirm the vendors also. Okay, additionally, these routers are coming with segment routing, which is next generation routing. So if you are from ISP, you will come to know this is the MPLS and segment routing. So the people who are from service provider, they have to update themselves on this technology, which is segment routing. So we will have a batch of segment routing also maybe next month. So you will understand about segment routing. Those who are good in BGP MPLS, they can go for this batch, like the segment routing. Okay, so that's a different thing. Sir, help us in SD-WAN. Abhijit, we have different course for SD-WAN, but BGP, MPLS, SD-WAN, all like they are not linked. SD-WAN is to connect all your locations. Okay, Parth has sent me something. Let me open this. Okay, so this is all stuff we discuss about BGP. and by next week the official BGP class will start. And I hope you got the overview of BGP, and it should like you should have a BGP MPLS in your skill set. And please have a session on SD-WAN. Abhijit, I already taken SD-WAN. There is a batch SD-WAN which is running. When we can run OSPF, then why we use IBGP? Yeah, that's a question. So like I asked you why we use IBGP. Okay, so I'll tell you, this is also last question for the day. So I asked you like why we use IBGP. Okay, suppose this is your company network. Okay, you have BGP connections on, like you have Airtel connection over here, and you have a Tata connection here. Okay, so you are running, like you have AS number 100, and these are in 300 and 400. Okay, so you are running EBGP here, right? आप यहाँ EBGP चलाओगे, you will run EBGP here. But why we will run IBGP between these two routers, or maybe on all four routers? Why? Because when you forward all your traffic from here, right? Or maybe if your all traffic is coming from this way, okay, when this network goes down, your routers inform this side that the connection is down, so they will take this path for incoming traffic. Means, to get the proper control, to get the sync between two ISP, you have to run IBGP. If you don't run IBGP between these two devices, then they will not able to sync. ये जो दो डिवाइस दिख रहे हैं ना, ये वाले, so they will not able to sync that, because you want to manipulate your incoming traffic from this path, outgoing from this path. They should be having BGP connectivity, then only you can mold your incoming outgoing traffic. बिना BGP, अगर आप इधर BGP नहीं चलाओगे, then if you say use me for outgoing traffic, use me for incoming traffic, then they will, you can't do this. You have to run IBGP between your internal routers, then only the BGP tables will be in sync. Yeah, so in short, IBGP peering is must when you want to manipulate your incoming outgoing traffic, or maybe if you want to tweak a lot many things. आपको different different चीजें देखनी है अगर. Yeah, we have to run OSPF for the reachability. I'm saying you can run OSPF and on top of it you can use IBGP. Yes, every routing protocol is a control plane, Abhijit, not BGP. Every routing protocol is managing your control, not data plane. Himanshu, I have not checked, so you can type the query again. Sir, cost क्या है BGP MPLS technology course? Okay, you can check with the team, bro. Like I'm sharing one link. Those who want to join. Okay, those who are already joined, don't join again. I know the class was good, but it should not mean that you will pay again. Yes, Viren, आज इतना ही करते हैं. So because this laptop is not able to handle multiple things, थोड़ा slow भी चल रहा है. So I'll be. So what is this, Kartika? कार्तिका ने एक लिंक भेजा है, देखते हैं क्या है. ओके, गुड लिंक. या वी हैव कवर्ड दिस. मेरा लैपटॉप स्लो कर दिया आपने थोड़ा ये वाला. ओके, सो दिस इज AS Nexus. Basically it is just a 3D view of any device. So we have covered these type of things in our CCNA classes. Okay, so this is just an overview, but it's not relevant to the class. ये बस देखने के लिए कर लो मजे. So this is the device. So these things we have covered in CCNA batch. I don't know why you have shared with me. Okay guys, so see you in the next class. And I'm, yeah, Chandan, almost. Okay guys, see you all. Bye bye.